recht. Right, well this is a wee test, like, gonna take the wee GoPro up Mount Wellington. Fucking amazing day for it. Gonna get a bus up to Fern Tree, see if we can get from Fern Tree to the Springs and then to the Pinnacle. So, we'll see. The battery might die though, that's brilliant. Might have to do this again soon then, eh? So this is Fern Tree. I'm just going to try and find one of these paths that will get me to the Springs. And take it from there. That one, look, that one says it does, so have a little deco. 5.5 hours. Okay, maybe I won't be going to the Pinnacle today. We can have a little scope about. Middle track. Looks like it's going to be a bit quicker. Now the track sort of cuts off, goes through Fern Glade, so just gonna try and go straight up if we can here. And 20 minutes return, so what, 40 minutes is it? 40 minutes to get to the Springs through the forest. Sweet dude. It's pretty cool, pretty steep. Build up a bit of heat, like, and I'll be going on a mission tomorrow. Plant identification. See what species we can figure out of our new guide. Here's one of the water catchment towers for Hobart. I wonder if that's to do with David Bowie. Stars still shine even when they're dead. Like the local Hobartian arts and culture. As we go on. So here's cheesewood. Mad little sort of segmented berries. Pretty cool. Tea tree here. I'm sure there will be though. So here we go. Here's a tea tree. The nuts there. And it's kind of little furry bit, light green leaves. So I'll say it's the furry tea tree. Different to the mountain tea tree. Darker. I hope. We will see though. So it's levelled off at this little spot. It's really nice and shady. I'm guessing that this is either a mixed or wet sclerophyll forest. In which case, if we guess, if it's mixed, then there'll be more rainforest species like sassafras and myrtle maybe. And if it's more sclerophyll, there'll be wattle and dogwood and paper bark, I think. That kind of stuff. Off the top of my head, which may be not accurate at all, so don't quote me. Just an aside, I realised that I think this is one of the first times I've heard so many little birds about me. Don't know if this will pick it up though. No, it's pretty quiet. It's the old killer one or something. Funky. There's the road there, going up from the springs, which I just crossed. And this is the Pinnacle track, what will become the Pinnacle and Zigzag track to the top. Just gonna go and see how it goes. Wicked day, got water, got food, and it's amazing. No pressure, just live it, man. So beautiful. This is the Pinnacle track officially. About an hour and a half it says to the top from here, if you cut off to the Zigzag to hit the Pinnacle. So on we go. Late lunch today. Sure it'll be worth it though. Sushi will never have tasted so good. Here we go. And the pink berries. I'll say it's the common pink berry. If I remember, is juniperia or something. And as you get higher, the bushes get smaller, the berries get smaller. It's considered a different species, the mountain pinkberry. And initially, they were lumped together with the cheeseberry. This is a cheeseberry. There's a spreading one that has red berries. And there we go. It's a cheeseberry. This cool tree, needle bush, also called a hakea. It needs fire. It's going to have fire for these amazing seeds to do their business. If there's no fire, it won't reproduce. And these needles are maybe, I can't remember if they're phyllodes or cladodes. Sort of like a modified stem that photosynthesizes, it doesn't have pores, so its water management is a lot more efficient than a leaf. Pretty cool, eh? And is that the musk daisy bush? Maybe with the flowers, not sure. One of the few I'm not so clued up on. There we go, onwards. So just a quick stop with the view, which will probably be really shit on this. There's no zoom or nothing. And these pipes here, it's all part of the water catchment stuff I think, but you can wonder about that, how old they are, what it's doing to the water, but not my department. I'm just here to enjoy it. And comment, give you verbal diarrhea as I wander up the side of the mountain. Mount Wellington, Kunanyi, not sure, should memorise it though. Out of respect for the locals in the country. Now I mind when I worked out to Sphinx Rock, sort of showed these things, thought it's like a landslide or something. I now know it's part of the freeze-thaw mechanism that slowly fractures the rock with tiny cracks that expand when the water when the water freezes. It's called a rock stream, I believe, and this is slowly moving. Obviously not in this instant, but over time as the boulders fracture and they slowly tumble. Quite amazing, part of the erosion of the old rock, which is probably dolerite, as we're learning, from when, well, like 170 million years ago, whenever it was formed, as a extrusive igneous rock. There you go, geek out on that. Sweet. Yeah, it always makes me think of Triple X, which is terrible, when Vin Diesel's been captured by the CIA and they open his chute and sucked out the plane. I'm trying trying to intimidate him. He says, I live for this shit. Fucking right. I forget though, when I'm in my little box, it's good to get out. I mean, just how cool is that? What's wicked about some of these tracks in Mount Wellington, especially around Fern Tree where there's the waterfalls and everything, if you come for a walk and it's lashing with rain, it's amazing because you end up walking in a stream. There's still big enough rocks, you don't really have to be in the water. There's torrents just rushing past you and all the waterfalls are just in full speed. It's amazing. Long road to Tipperary. It's a long road to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. I love this though. Avenue. Tree. I'm liking the berry, the water. Because now we start to learn about, determine what type of forest it is. Funny though is my stock greeting. There's Jim Carrey. Alrighty. It was the same in the shop. It's like a pretty harmless greeting to people. Wonder how many of them know. Because there's a certain point in the generation where everybody, it seems, watched Dumb and Dumber and Ace Ventura and all that shit, The Mask, whatever. And everybody knows them. Which is brilliant. Because one of my stock phrases, one of my multiple stock phrase personality fuck up things. Can't remember how many we got to between Pauline in the shop and Mark and Daryl. There's a joke like Woody from Toy Story when you pull the string. Somebody's poisoned the water hole. Or there's a snake in my boot. For me it was It's all good. Alrighty. Amongst others, which we don't want to remember really, because it's like a form of Tourette's or something. Mental illness. Like clucking like a chicken. God, how long did I do that for? Oh, the sad trombone noise. I guess my life's so interesting now. You'll have to liven it up for that kind of shit. Schniggle-de-schnoo. God, I still see that though. Damn Harriet. Don't even know what it means. Schnee. But I didn't really say that very often. Meh. Although that's more of a text greeting. I never realised it came from The Simpsons. Just something that Ben and Peachy used to do. It's all good. Then you get people that just run past you wearing nothing but a tank top and shorts because they're so fucking hardcore. Pretty amazing. Human beings. So here we've got the climbing blueberry. And what I think is one of the native peppers. Here. Wicked flowers. So see them in the spring. This little dude, sort of fuchsia-like flowers. Can't remember though. There's the trail, and there's a trail that's been blazed. Da-ding, 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 da-ding. Fucking by that big daddy. So, you wouldn't want to be under the way of that. It's more than a rock stream, that, innit? Some little bird. Don't know what though. Not up on my bird identity yet. My bird ident. So here we're kind of almost coming up like a stream bed. This isn't even the steep bit. Oh, certainly a good workout. I can start to do this every week. It's only about $2 on the bus to get up, so $4, two quid to get the mountain and back. Bang on. Oh look, that one's furry looking. That might be the woolly one. It says young seeds. That's how you can tell. There's old seeds. Segments of 5, but then again, maybe we'll see another one. So this is cool. This is one of the mountain peppers, one of the indigenous herbs or spices. Kind of quite hot, with a really aromatic flavour. Not really. I've had a wallaby kebab that was flavoured with a pepperberry meal that was amazing. And I've seen like cheese flavoured with it. Let's come over there. But flavoured cheese is still a gimmick in my book. So, male and female plants, so you can pollinate the female and produce the seeds. So here we go, it's looking a bit more interesting now as we get up to here. I'm guessing this is part of the zigzag bit now, or will be. And then the organ pipe's over there. They're on a different track altogether. Is it cheesy to say that I live for this shit? Just wish I was more fit. That's why I'll keep doing it. Another few native species here. One of the Fagus, but this is the evergreen one, I think. The leaves are dying, but they're not changing, as far as I know, because the leaves would be bigger. I can't remember though. Something Fagus. This is Alrighties, which always just makes me think of Ace Ventura. Alrighty then. Can't remember which one though, but it's the distinctive seeds. They all seem to have these distinctive seeds, although some of them have completely different leaves. Well, it almost looks like a succulent, doesn't it? So I wonder if that's considered a leaf or something else. And there's this one here, which is a Rashia, and I'm not sure, can't remember now, it's either mountain or guns. It's smaller, can't remember which one was what now. And then in here, which is dying, oh, there we go, I don't get the bee. Purple berries, little leaves, and these beautiful, beautiful flowers. And I can't remember that either. I remember that the Latin's meant to mean like thyme leaf, because it's got a little leaf. Thyme leaf, purple berry. And then in my mind all I can think is Tocopher or something, which I don't think relates to anything it's actually in reality. So, I don't know. But I'm sure I will know shortly. Because repetition works, man. I just noticed these amazing pinnacle bits behind me. Pretty wicked. Which is some kind of structural thing to do with the dolerite. Which is why they're called the organ pipes, because they look like the big upright pipes from the church organ. Which is a bit obvious, I guess, but look, this is going to be the first zig in the Zag track. There we go. And this is just like another world already. And there's another thing that should be familiar. I recognise the seedy head, but don't know the name. Oh, and this is a waratah. The exposed emptied seed pods. Amazing flowers. Like what was on the wedding bouquet I got my friend. As you can see, there's no tall eucalypts here. Bit of a sad looking bush there. Doesn't look like it's doing very well. The lichens living it up. Little baby eucalypt, which might be a snow gum. If you can see, has a tipped leaf. You've now learnt is to break up the snow. Not sure though. You will see. Top of the world, eh? Yeah, it's not often that a banana gets to taste this good. So we're getting there. That last bit was steep and it's sort of petering out because we're there. In effect, at the top anyway. I'm going to come down a different route, come over some bigger boulders and get the the Icehouse track, I think, like to Fern Tree or whatever. So see how long the battery lasts. So this is basically the top pinnacle, and we're going to cut off of there to get back. These little yellow markers are people stopping for the obligatory photo on top of Wellington, and then the big weather station. There we go, 2.5 hours to Springs by the Icehouse, and there's the path. Wicked. On we go. These are cool because these are kind of like snow markers. You know, like you get on the side of the road in the UK on the higher roads. See, if it's snowing, you can't see the boulders or whatever, you can still find your way. Assuming the snow's not over your head. Oh, look at that. There you go. 10 pieces of litter. Leave no trace. Pick it up. I only picked up a fag end where I had lunch. So, proper alpine. Short, scrubby. You know, but that's the Orites, I think, and that's one of those Rashias. And look, there's the track. You can see the erosion from people's feet, and that's where people have obviously not bothered to stick on it, and it kills it. Notice how peaty it is as well, though. See the peatiness? That's why the fires in the north have been so bad, because it's really hard to put out, and it's fucked the whole alpine environment, which normally doesn't suffer from bushfire. There you go. So that's why you stick to the path, you see, because it's already fucked. Right, so randomly, I think I just stopped here because I think this is a wee cicada. It looks like a tiny version of the big black and green ones we saw on the mainland. Been underground for like maybe 16 years. Didn't get trodden on, Chief. So this is a sort of flatterberry that looks more like spreading cheeseberry. Just not sure about the leaves though, I'll have to check. And then we've got Revolut or Rarities, one of the Rashias mountains, maybe. It's so small, either that or guns. Could be. So I'm hoping this is another variety. I'm hoping that this is the mountain one. The seeds look like they're protruding a bit more, and the tea tree that is, sorry. Mountain tea tree, I hope. The leaves small, but there's none of the fur, so I'm hoping that one at the bottom was furry and this is the mountain. Okay. Here's the way we've come, and there's tracks over there somewhere, but I need to get a map, have a look. And this is where we stop to get the boulders that we can hop over a wee bit. So it's a completely different landscape again. Why Mount Wellington's so amazing. You know, you kind of got like rainforest, wet sclerophyll, maybe dry sclerophyll, alpine. It's wicked. All at your doorstep, as long as you don't mind the busloads of tourists at the top of the hill that haven't bothered to walk up. Here we are on the top of them all. These wicked boulder structures. Very healthy dude running. And back towards the pinnacle. Top of the world, man. And there's a family member. Superculus lizardus. Looks like Gary to me. Yeah, so the last time this was all full of water. Interesting. Oh, I can see the heat shimmering on the rocks over there. And the lizards are loving it, all the hot rocks. I can get that. Lots of hoppies and cicadas. Wicked, man. And on it goes. There we go, so there's some water here, so that's more like it. Not as much. Might be some when we come down the other side though, because it was flowing the last time. Because obviously this is part of the catchment area probably, so it's, as this all seeps away that Hobart gets its water. Yeah, we're coming through the boulders. I don't know, it's like being a little kid in some ways. It's just fun and a bit ridiculous. Satisfies something in me, my inner child if nothing else. So leaving the boulders behind now, getting into sort of a bit boggy, but it's mainly where the path's been eroded. The scrub's getting bigger. Yeah, that's the giveaway. You see, the eucalypts have started again, which says something about the altitude, I think. I still can't tell what this is, man. It looked kind of furry, but I can't see any new seeds. I can only see old ones. Oh, I know, what's that? No. Don't know. It's gonna bug me all day now. And here we're properly coming through the eucalypts again, although they're still little. But yeah, it's pretty fascinating just how much it can change. It's different environments all the way around the mountain. It's pretty cool, man. So here we go. Down the hill, fairly steep again, but gravity's on our side this time. As long as I don't put my knee out or snap an ankle, I'll be fine. And if you listen, there's no birds, so that's why it's kind of interesting earlier. So we're back in the band of birds again. Must be an altitude thing, or related to that, like a tree species or something thing. And they have the habitat. It's almost, well, I've said it before, I think. Whoa! It's like a stream, man. There's a guy coming up this, it's pretty hardcore. I just noticed these little things look like kind of mini acorns, but they appear to grow and get longer and longer until they become flowers. Oh, they're not bushes. I'm sitting there, I realise that there's a native currant, the orange berries and the spikes, and there's a banksia tree over there, Banksia margiana or something like that. There you go, so even a little rest can teach you something. Just saw this. It's huge. Huge rock stream, like a rock river. So, the little fucker is the woolly one after all. So, I was right first time. And there's the old ones, and there's the fluffy new ones. Here we are, sort of back into the taller trees, scrubby stuff, and a little tunnel to roam through. Ah, nice and cool again. Oh, the breeze picked up the top, that was nice, man. Pretty warm going. There we go, so it's changing again, getting thicker. I'm going to guess this is a mixed forest. As we get back down towards the springs and then the walk to fern tree. So here, these are all the needlebush seeds. The parrots or cockies have got too. There we go. So here we are, back on the path to the springs itself, where we cut off from the Icehouse track, which is it joined the bottom of the Pinnacle track we started at. So I might as well wrap up because We're on the same path now, we've been here. Wicked. I'll do a little thing at the end, see how long it's taken. That'll do us. There we go, that's me on the bus. That was about 4.5 hours in total, which wasn't bad considering we stopped for lunch and was having